Good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you see this message. This is a timeless message, you guys, and I say it's timeless for a reason. With this one in particular, most of my messages are. However, I am going to jump into the channeling of this message first before I actually get into the cards, okay? For a couple of weeks now, off and on, I kept hearing this song. That's the way I feel about you. That's a song that I grew up listening to. I grew up hearing from, my stepfather, my mother. It's an old school song. The original, should I say, artist, I believe is, I want to say it's Bobby Womack. I'm not exactly sure. However, there is a remake from Gerald Levert and Mary J. Blige. There's many different versions that a couple of different artists have made with that song. However, I do encourage you to listen to the original and to listen to the one by Gerald Levert and Mary J. Blige. I didn't know why this song kept coming up, because me personally, I'm not dealing with anybody like that really. So today it hit me like I just kept like playing, like looping over and over. And that's not the only song that Spirit has been sending me. Typically, I don't channel through music. Typically, I channel through dreams or visions. However, in this case, Spirit said, sit down and listen to this song. And I sat down and I listened to the song, and the feeling was, I was so overwhelmed, you guys, that I actually cried. I cried for a good 15, maybe 20 minutes. Now, I'm a crybaby, yes, by nature. Some of us women, we are. However, I'm like, these aren't tears of anger, bitterness, sadness. These are tears of like relief. And at the same time, they were so overwhelming. Like I felt like I was in love. And I'm like, I'm feeling this energy is so strong. And so I just sent the prayer out there that whoever is going through some kind of journey or struggle with someone that you have feelings about or you love or whatever, my compassion to you. And I really do hope that the feeling that I got today, which was a good feeling, even though I was in here boo-hoo-hooing and I'm all by myself, mind you, I hope that you get that feeling too, because it was a really good feeling. Okay? With that being said, when you listen to that song, there is a line that he says, oh my goodness, I asked you asked me to think about it, and I did. It's something to that extent. I can't remember the exact line of that song, but listen to that, because I'm feeling that is you guys telling the other person, I want you to think about where we should take this next. I want you to think about the next steps with me. That's what I feel that song, it really stuck out, because for some of you, from what I'm getting, typically I read my fallouts last. I take them as additional messages. However, because I asked Spirit a direct message, and a direct question, and that was to give me a message on what the person that the collective is experiencing right now. What are their feelings towards the collective? And oh my God, first card on my oracle decks, one of my oracle decks, was clarity. Your person is, they've been clarified. Okay, their eyes have been open, and the realization is something serious. So let's start with you first, okay? Right now, your higher self is wanting you, and if this isn't your higher self, maybe you have heard this from your angel, spirit guides, whoever. They're wanting you to know that you are never lost. You are only forging a path to new worlds. In addition, whatever sacrifices you have made today will be worth it. Now let's look on that a little bit deeper, okay? Because I got the releasing card. A lot of you are in the process of releasing something, whether that's the feeling with this person, attaching yourself to an outcome, or just this person in general. Like, whatever you put forth into whatever you were feeling with that person, It's going to be worth it in the end. A lot of you have decided to just let go, move on, walk away. And like I said, that can mean many different forms for many of you. I see that the reason why you guys walked away from this person is because, and I'm hearing this sarcastically, you deserve the best. Not just because you know you deserve the best, but you feel that that person has done some type of injustice towards you. And I say that because the justice card came out for you in particular. That is almost like you're sarcastically saying, I hope you get basically the person that you deserve. You, when you're dealing with this person, you're single, you're ready to get into a relationship, you're just ready, and this person may have been honestly just pussyfooting around and playing with your time, and you were just over it. And so it's like you decided to give yourself some type of closure regarding the situation. It's like by doing so, you have set up a boundary, whether you were walking away, no contact, blocked, whatever action you did, you set up a boundary with this person. That is a way of standing up for yourself. You have decided, hey, this is my heart, this is my life, this is my feelings. You're not gonna come and step on a dude. So this is like how it's got to go. And I'm saying dude as in general terms, okay? I don't care if you're male, feminine, he, she, they, or whatever. None of that matters here, okay? You want this person to, it's like a part of you is like, not even a part, actually, all of you is saying, you need to be held accountable for how you did me. I want you to take accountability. I want you to face the truth that you have done me so dirty. You've pushed me away. I had to walk away. You weren't honest with me. And as a result, because you've caused this is the effect. And the effect is me walking my ass away. I'm done, right? At one point in time, you may have felt trapped with this person. And I'm feeling like trapped mentally because you did not know exactly what to do with those feelings that you had. I'm also feeling it for that person in particular too. They also felt trapped. They just didn't know how to navigate their feelings. And I say that for a reason. We're going to get into that in a second. However, focusing on you, I feel that you guys, you felt like they could have whatever actions that they pulled towards you. And I'm getting for some of you just pulling even the silent treatment, weaponizing that. They would come back and act as if nothing has happened, just to continue to get access to you. And you just felt like it was confusing to you. It was confusing and made you feel, and it is honestly, when people do things like that, it is a weapon, silence. And in addition to that, I'm sorry, I'm reading and talking at the same time. In addition to that, it makes you feel helpless. It makes you feel as if, you've got me so fucked up in my head. I everywhere I turn, I literally don't know what to do. And when you don't know what to do about something, how do you feel? Helpless, right? And that's how you felt with this situation. However, I see that many of you have come back to yourselves. Some of you could be Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. These energies are constantly coming out. If you're not that, then you may have some of these in your Venus, Sun, Moon, or Rising, Jupiter, or Venus. And I'm also getting 5th house and 7th house. Now, a lot of you went back to just focusing on nurturing yourself, focusing on yourself, getting back to your beauty routines, which is number one, you should be doing anyway. Getting back to your, beauty routines. I'm feeling that a lot of you just started, staying in your home more, being more present in your home. And I'm getting a lot of you cleaning up. Maybe cleaning up is a form of therapy for you, meaning that, it releases, stress for you guys. I know for me it does. It could release stress for you guys. Just trying to come back to your senses. I'm also getting that because you were in your home, you avoided music. I don't know why I'm getting that. I'm feeling that because it's giving me, from what I'm seeing in my vision, I'm seeing someone cleaning up. They want to play music. They want to play the R&B, the love music, whatever, right? Something to do with love. You avoided it. And you avoided it because you didn't want those feelings coming back up. And that was your way of maintaining your balance. I am not saying that to chastise you or anything like that. You do what you want to do. And I do understand, because I know for me, there's one song in particular that I avoid because it brings up all types of feelings and I just can't do it, right? But I'm feeling that for some of you guys, you just avoid it that way. And so you just decided, hey, I'm going to listen to something high vibrational, whether that was, or even trap music for some of you guys, like the Queen of Pentacles, as a Virgo, and having that Virgo and that Capricorn energy, because I am also a Capricorn rising, having that energy is like we're misunderstood sometimes, right? Yeah, we're calm, we're sensitive, and we're loving and nurturing and welcoming and sweet and all that stuff, right? But there's a side to us that many don't know about. Don't get it twisted that just because I'm sweet and I'm sensitive and I'm kind and I'm in my 40s and I do all these great things, all these things to remain in my femininity, that I don't listen to trap music or put on Tupac or Biggie or whatever, because I will in a heartbeat and I will play it like it came out today. And so I'm feeling that for some of you, you could have even done that just to get rid of the feelings. And I feel that by doing that, that was a way for you to balance yourself, to balance out, hey, I've been through this and this mental bullshit, and now I'm on straight gangster mode. Is like what I'm getting, right? And you just decided to just come back to self, come back to self and be more present in self, be more, it's more so just getting rid of not avoiding. I don't feel like you were avoiding. I feel like you're tired of being stuck in the mental bullshit, and you just decided I'm over it. Like that's more of the feeling that I'm getting, like I'm just tired, basically. What is interesting about your person? Your person has problems. Let's first acknowledge that. And many of you already know this. And if you don't, I'm going to go a little bit deeper, okay? The problems that your person has is that they have been hurt so bad in the past. That's pretty much it. Now, although this could be a person that you have dealt with before, you may have dealt with before, I'm getting, for some of you, it could have been years ago. I want you to understand something. And I want you to look at it from this perspective with this reading, okay? This is why I asked you to listen to it in its entirety. Because the pain that this person went through is more than likely something you went through as well. And I'm really feeling that this is more so the feminines who have been through, who's dealing with the masculine, or someone with those energies who's been through so. This person has been dragged, you guys. They have been dragged to hell and back. They have been dragged. I don't know if they've told you about this, but this person has been broken. And they dealt with karmic after karmic after karmic. You guys, I have I use 3 oracle decks. All of the energies line up. However, what stood out the most to me is, in one section of my cards, I have loyalty. This person was once upon a time very loyal, trusting of their person. Whenever I pull the loyalty card out, I just get someone who knows how to be loyal. They had no problem with being loyal. They were just, believing that I'm with the right person. And they kept believing, and they kept doing it over and over and over again. But what's funny is, one of my decks, I have karmics. The next deck is karma. They have constantly dealt with karmic people, and their loyalty was beyond tested. It was ruined. It was ruined so much, in fact, that this person had decided, you know what? From now on, I'm just going to keep to myself. Whatever I feel about someone, I don't feel safe in relationships. I don't feel safe, telling somebody how I feel, and they just don't feel safe. They just started to just be like if you felt that this person was a mystery, or that they're like, I'm getting, for some of you, they could have strategically held information from you. Know that they came from a place of deep pain that they hadn't healed. They know that what they did with you, by doing this with you, it was wrong. They know this so bad they want to come back to you. It's on their mind heavy. All they think about is, how can I come back to you? How can we fix this? How can we reconcile? Maybe you and this person were really good friends. Like, even though they may not have told you everything that they went through, and they have strategically held back some information, I'm feeling that for some of you, you didn't find out that they were strategically holding information until it, like, the red flags started really popping up. And I'm feeling that the red flags started popping up because you started noticing a pattern. You have forced this person to look at that part of themselves. You really have. You have forced them to see that what you're doing to me, I don't deserve this. And it's not just them that they've done it to, they've done it to others. It's self-sabotage because their trust has just been ruined that bad. I kindly ask that if this is a person that that wasn't like outwardly like cheating or doing dog ass shit to you and just being a crazy, deranged, abusive person, and even still, you have to look at it from a different point of view. But I feel like if that is not the person that you have been dealing with, I want you to, if possible, look at them with compassion, because your presence ticked off something in them they didn't even know was there. And for some of them who they did know was there, they locked it away so much they forgot it was there. And you reminded them that, hey, you do have the capacity, the capabilities. You don't want to have the capacity. You showed them that. And because of that, they have now decided to ascend. They think you're so adorable. They love talking to you. If you guys have talked like often, whether it was on the phone or face to face, FaceTime, whatever, when you laughed, you put some kind of joy in this person. I just want you to know that. That's a feeling that I'm getting. Like, your laugh, some of you may have what some men will call a sexy laugh. I've been told that. I don't know what a sexy laugh is, but but maybe to them you have a sexy laugh and they like listening to you laugh. It's like I'm getting more so like your laugh, it confirms to them that they're still able to make somebody feel something, some kind of happiness, even if they really didn't do anything. Like, even if it was a small silly joke and you just kiki laugh about it or whatever, it touched a part of them. At first, I'm feeling that for many of you, this person was in a lot of lustful energy. And this is because, plainly put, it's like, you can't blame them. You can't blame them for saying, hey, I'm not committed. I'm not in a relationship, so I can lust after you or whoever I want, So even though it was coming from a place of being low vibrational, just understand that, number one, this person has a lot of potent sexual energy, and so do you. Because they had been burned so bad in the past, that was really the only form of intimacy that they would allow themselves to have with people. It's just that lusting energy, which is why many of you could have felt love bombed over and over again. Like, one minute they're there, the next they're not. Like, you felt at some point, just with this lustful energy, like your presence is just like, your presence is telling me, or your sexual energy is for some of you could have been confused, and it's almost like maybe you felt that because they were very attracted to you sexually and may have been sweet and said all these sweet words. um yes, although it was confusing, it's just, once again, the only way they allowed themselves to feel that any type of intimacy, any type. I'm feeling a lot, for some of you, a lot of them could have been in and out of your life. And once again, picking up on that pattern of being in and out of constantly, I'm a revolving door to you. And every time you come around for some attention. I give you attention, I give you affection, I'm feeding your ego, and then your ass go right back out. And I don't know what you're doing. You're with someone else, and then we talk again like nothing happened. It's the avoidant in a way that, not necessarily childhood wounds, although that could be. It's just seriously just avoiding any type of additional serious intimacy outside of sexual needs, outside of lust, outside of physical attraction. They just avoided it. Ultimately, though, they never meant to hurt you. It was never consciously in their plans or on their mind to hurt you. This person, to them, you are the ultimate fantasy. They think about you so much, they daydream about you. They imagine being with you all the time. Like you're in their thoughts so deep. In fact, you're in their thoughts so damn deep, they may have, I'm feeling that for a few of you, they could have done like a little private investigations, or, researching a person just to make sure that you're like legit, because it's like, I'm feeling more so like, yeah, you're my fantasy person. You're sexy, you're smart, you're beautiful, you're kind, you're sweet to me, you're caring, you're loving. Are you real? That's more like what it's getting. Like, are you real? Like, I don't think you're a real person, or either you're putting on this show and acting like you're real, and that's because, once again, this person has been dogged. This person has been dogged, you guys. And although to some people that can be a little creepy, oh, why are you hiring a private investigator about me, or looking me up, or looking at my social media page? You got to look at it from their point of view, because I know I do it. I sure will. If I feel that, you are a person that I'm interested in, and you're telling me and acting this way, yeah, you can be consistent those first couple of months, 5, 6, 7 months, hell, even 2 years. You can be absolutely consistent. But a serial killer deep down inside, I know that's a little far-fetched, but think about it. Just think about that for a second. If you aren't reading up on your person or finding out things about the person that you're interested in, what are you even doing? Are you even aware that you're alive? So for them, they're doing it out as a form of safety. And they're also doing it, excuse me, my throat. They're also doing it in a form of trying to know you, trying to get to know you, trying to piece together, why is it that this person is on my mind all the time? Why do I think about, him or her all the time? I need to know who this person is. It's like they need to know, but they're scared to ask. They're scared to go deeper, only because they know that if they do, that once those conversations are opened, it has created a pathway to real intimacy. And that's the part that they were scared of. This person wants to know right now, their main question right now is, do you still think about me? Because they're definitely thinking about you. Look, like I said, this person, being broken. Their heart is still in a healing place. They're not fully 1000% healed. I don't think anyone will ever be unless they allow themselves to put forth the capacity and to let it in, let the love in. Right now, the heart is fragmented, but you're in that heart. You're in the protected part of their heart, if that makes sense. Because deep down inside, this person wants to be your most important person. They may not have never, I'm feeling for a lot of you, they may not have never express this to you. Like, they want to be your star player. They want to be the one who you call when you need your tire changed, or when you can't reach something on the cabinet. They want to be your person. They want to be the person that is irreplaceable in your life. And they also feel and they know that you are irreplaceable. That's why you're in the protected part of that fragmented heart. Right now, this person is definitely working hard on themselves, you guys. Now, when I asked why, I said, why are you working hard on yourself? What is your ultimate goal? Simply put, it's just that they've never met somebody like you. Just simply put, you're such a unique person, and they're realizing the value of that right now. Let's get into the tarot. This person, although they are ascending, I feel like for them, the ascension could, if you have been a person who have expressed like your spiritual interests, where you have been on your spiritual journey, or like even religion, because a lot of people don't want to say, a lot of religious people watch these readings, Muslims, Christians, all of them, who gives a damn, right? But that you may have made this person look at things, look at themselves from a spiritual standpoint. You have made this person want to leave their comfort zone. They've decided that right now I'm going to start planning. I'm gonna try to make my first steps. I'm gonna see how I have to make a plan about how I can get back in with this person. How can I do so with confidence? Right? So something is getting ready to happen, and that is because you're a soulmate. You got the Six of Cups. Your soulmate, when they think about you, like I said, your laugh it just does something to them. You have a healing type of energy to them. You trigger the memories of you guys being together whenever they think of you. Like they'd have no negative thoughts about you. None. Despite all of the bullshit and the karmic stuff that they've experienced time and time again, not any one of these tarot cards say, I think you may be a little slick, or you have a motive that I can't see. Now, one of them, these cards say that. They have sweet feelings about you, almost innocent. It's feeling like, everybody, a lot of tarot readers talk, and it is true, that the Six of Cups is about a person of the past, or thinking about past memories, or past life soulmate, or whatever. But it's giving more so like they may not have voiced this. I'm feeling for some of you. Ultimately, the fact that you have the ability to be their friend first, that is what made the feelings grow. That's what made it grow. And it's like now, being faced with that and knowing, okay, this person is able to be my friend. We've set the foundation. What do I do next? Is what I'm hearing. Like, what do I do next? What happens now? It's like they know, but they don't know how to put it into action. It's like a writer's block, if I could put it simply. It's like a writer's block. And some of them could even be literally trying to devise like writing up a plan about how to approach you or reapproach you. I'm seeing for some of them, I don't use my iPhone notes, but they could even be typing things in their notes to see how can they get closer to you. Simply put, they feel this way because they're tired of putting their walls up, and you made them see that. You showed them how tired that they really are. They didn't even know. That's the crazy part. They didn't even know they were tired until they met you or until they came back in contact with you. Take it how it applies. They didn't even know. So it's like I've been beat the fuck up, y'all. That's like what I'm hearing. Like, my heart has been beat the fuck up. I am so tired, but I'm holding these walls up and doing this shit over and over and meeting the same person in different faces, different bodies, different fake ass characters and personalities. This shit is exhausting. You made them see that. That is something, honestly, you should be proud of. You're the one who ticked off this moment in them. So much so, you also made them see the fact that their ego, that by doing those things, it created a very unhealthy ego in them. Like, I'm feeling that for some of you guys, whether you knew this person before or not, this used to be a person who was very open, very adventurous, in a way that, like, curious, want to ask questions, want to get to know you, things, just, like a very friendly person to more like very guarded, very just really guarded, like, and not necessarily unhappy, but that's the word, bracing. Like, they're bracing. That's been coming up a lot, even in the personal readings I'm doing. Like, it feels as if it's almost too good to be true. Like, they're so used to bracing themselves for bullshit. So it's like, if I got to brace, you know what, in between time, tell me how sexy I am. Tell me how good the sex is. Because I already know what's going to happen next. What's going to happen next is you're going to play with my feelings. You're going to try to play with my heart. But at least I know I had you going crazy over some dick. Excuse my language for those who's listening to this, but I don't really use filters, right? That's kind of how I'm feeling. At least I know during this time, I was able to give you some dick and you enjoyed it. And that fed the negative part of their ego. It's like, I'm feeling like, as long as you were sexually satisfied, I know you're going to try to play games, but let me go ahead and dip up out of here because I got what I wanted, and I believe you got what you wanted, right? So you showed them that that's not success, baby. That's not nothing to be proud of. Having those types of attitudes towards people, always thinking that people want to use you for something. And that's something else I picked up on too. Like, this is something else I think I picked up in another collective reading. This person could have been a person who's always giving, always there, helping somebody. And if people are always taking, and they're not being poured back into. And by you being there, pouring into that person, I'm feeling for some of you, you never gave them anything physical. Anything physical. You just simply gave them positive words. Hey, thinking of you. I really hope you have a good day. I was thinking about what you said last week. I really hope that you were able to solve that situation and you're feeling much better. Those little things that you did fed the positive side of their ego, which everyone has, and the ego has to be fed. It has to be fed in a nutritious way, just like your body does. Everybody has one. We're supposed to have an ego, right? You showed them what the healthy ego is all about. And it's like by doing so, you help them reestablish their self-esteem. They wasn't ready, y'all. Whatever you did, they were not ready. You caused the tower. It's like this separation, all the thinking that they had to do, although you were in the space of fuck you, I'm tired of feeding this and I'm not getting fed back. They were more so like, I'm feeling like constantly, different times of the day, maybe every day, it's a new realization that you brought to them. Like, they're like, damn, how did I miss that? How did I miss? They did that too. It's like a pile up of good shit that you put into them, and they're finally realizing this. They finally see it. And they're like, oh my fucking goodness. That was a real one. That was a real one. Here I was doing all the bullshit that I was doing because I kept seeing the same damn person over and over and over again. And this person has proved to me that they're nothing like everybody else. Damn. That sudden realization it could be traumatic for some people. It honestly could. When they've been in a cycle of repeating the bullshit over and over and over and over again, having something good come to them is like, wait the fuck a minute. Did I win the lottery? They've been gambling all that time with the wrong people. Finally, they get the chance to have somebody real, and they haven't the slightest clue that they're causing you discomfort. This person has made the choice, you guys, to come forward. If they haven't made it yet, if they're not 1,000% ready yet, they are very much so close. And when I mean close, I mean like 99.9%. They're not even looking for let me wait and see if this happens first. Because I know that if this happens, then I know for a fact that that was either them being fake or like it was just bullshit all along. You got the Lover's card. You got the Six of Cups and the Lover's card. Oh my goodness, you guys. Like, I see why I was crying. I feel like I'm crying for those masculines who's going through this. Like some of them, men are always being told, don't cry, I'll give you something to cry for. Men don't cry, boys don't cry. I feel like I cried for them because I cried like ugly, ooh tears, right? The choice that they've made, they know that it's going to bring them so much happiness. Like the visions that they have of you guys are like pure romance. Like now it's like they want to come together to be one with you. Be prepared, you guys, because what clarified that is the Ten of Pentacles. And if you know a little bit about tarot, you want to get the Ten of Pentacles. You are their legacy builder. Yeah. And not only that, because I know the Ten of Pentacles is a very ancestral card. I have my own meanings regarding the Ten of Pentacles, and I've seen how it played out in my own life. You guys, both of your ancestors agree that you should go together with this. Like they agree, and I don't know if everybody is into ancestral veneration. I know there's many different races that could be attracted to channels like this, so I'm not going to narrow it down to just one demographic. However, whether you know this or not, or whether you do or not, just know that your bloodlines have agreed to this long before you came back together. They're recognized in your lineage, and you're recognized in their lineage on a spiritual level. Whether this was physical and you've met the mother or father or not, I don't necessarily see that, although that could have happened. But you two are meant to build together. You're meant to, it's like your inheritance, a part, not a full part, because this isn't just a, this isn't a personal. The inheritance that you guys are supposed to have is love. Real, genuine love. Is marriage, relationship, and partnerships, it's a contract? Yeah, it is. It's a contract. It is a business, and it should be seen as one. That's a discussion for another day. But in this case, it's all of them. It's all of them. Like you're each other's, like, in a way, windfall, if I could say it like that. You two have a very strong ability, and wherever this fits in your life, to create something very strong, whether it's business, family, growing your money together, whatever it is. The fact that you'll be abundant in one or all of those things, it's like that's your birthright, both of you guys. And it is because your ancestors on both sides have recognized you both. You could have possibly done many, many, many lifetimes together, is what I'm getting. Now, when they think about you, they think some good stuff. I like it. They think stable thoughts about you. That I'm noticing it's definitely a lot of pinnacle energy here. It's a lot of pinnacle energy here. Like their thoughts, and that's why that clarity card, like that's the first card, it like flew out while I was shuffling. When your thoughts are clear like that, they're not only stable, but they become consistent. They want to give back to you. Like this person want to show you, they want to give you the love back. They want to be generous back to you the way that you were to them. Like they know that they took from you. They know they did so in a selfish manner. Now they probably weren't aware of it then. I'm sorry, I was sitting on the card and didn't realize it. But they probably didn't realize it then because they were just so used to operating out of that extremely low vibrational energy. But your person, like with the Six of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles, the seed that they want to plant with you is, like I said, starting over, making that offer, and coming from a place, no longer moving in a place of lack or low self-esteem. So if this person approaches you and there's a plan for you both to agree to go a certain way together, and you've agreed, of course, definitely make sure you both are on the same mental, physical, spiritual wavelength, if that's your thing. But they want to take things slowly. Let them. No rushing. Let them. Because they don't see you as right now. They see you as long-term. Pentacles is consistent energy. It is consistently putting forth over and over and over again. Sometimes it's doing the same thing in many different ways. That's why we do get the Seven of Pentacles, which can be seen as both good and bad. But in this case, like, be open to receiving. Which means for me, since my channel is, of course, based off of being a sensual person, and as mentioned before in another reading, if you've seen my meaning of sensuality, you would understand why I said this. This is a time to use that sensual energy that you have, not to keep giving and over giving. I think that if you do so, you may make them a little nervous and they may give you a little pushback. That's the feeling that I'm getting, even though I don't see the cards here. So let's play it safe, right? Allow them to give it to you. Allow yourself to receive, because that is a problem with the Queen of Pentacles. As a Virgo, I can definitely identify with that. As a Capricorn rising, I can identify with that. Knowing many Taurus, Capricorns, now I don't even know too many Taurus, but I know a lot of Capricorns and I know a lot of Virgos. We have had problems with receiving, because we're like natural providers. You know, a provider is not just a person who just pay the bills and things like that. We provide everything that we feel that our people need. So this is a time for you to learn how to receive. They want to give that to you. It's like, it's almost like a need. You know, like they need to give that back to you, because it's like, not only am I making it up to you, but because you are a damn good person and you have been consistent with your feelings with me. And you know what? I thought about what you said, just like he said in the song. I thought about what you said, and you know, it's just time to take this a step forward. It's just time. Now it's my turn. I've been taken from you over and over. That's why I'm here. Quite literally. I've been taken from you over and over, baby girl. Let me give you something back. And that's including support. Take it. Take it. Okay. They want to send you flowers. Take it. They ask for your address. They've never been there. You know, of course you want to know why. But maybe they're asking because they want to send you some flowers. Or they want to send you something nice. Or they want to get you something off that Amazon wish list. Who knows? Let them do it, because not only are they doing this because, yeah, you deserve it, but it's also proving to you that I am able to provide to you with you as well. I'm able to nurture you too. I'm showing you that I'm stable enough to send my girl, my woman, some fucking flowers. You don't have to worry about opening your mouth and asking me on Mother's Day, Christmas, Valentine's Day, are you going to get me something? I already got it. Because my stability, my money's good. In fact, I see that once this equal give and take happens, you two together are going to be a one hell of a fucking force. For you to have the Six of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the Six of Cups, oh my God. Show me the money. Show me the money. But this is the problem that's in the way. What's in the way is the Two of Swords. They don't know how to go about doing this just yet, which goes back into them planning. So right now they're in the processing and planning phase. They're not telling you. They're probably not going to say it. I'm getting either for a couple of days, maybe even a couple of weeks, but definitely not too long. I'm really not feeling too long. But it's just they don't know how to. It's like I'm weighing, should I do this? Should I do that? Should I send the flowers to say that I'm sorry? Or should I send the text to say that I'm sorry? That's more so what I'm getting. There is no the other person. So if you thought that was another person, not like that. Definitely not like that. You're, like I said, you're in this person's hidden part of their heart. So you don't have, there's no other person that's here at all. So that's not a worry. It's just that, what do I want to do? And I find it kind of cute when I look at it, you know, in this situation with all these surrounding cards. I think it's cute that I like you, or I love you. I want to be with you. I want to fix this so much. I don't know if I should get you the red bottoms, or if I should take you to Sephora, or if I should send you the flowers, or if I don't know what to do. And I think that's so cute, because there is a person that is legitimately trying. They're just stuck in their head on what to do next. So if there's a way, I would say with this energy, like if you guys, especially with social media, right? If you and this person follow each other on social media, first of all, we don't do subliminals. We don't do that at all. all the subliminal, oh, I was a good woman and you lost a good woman and you fumbled me type shit. Fuck all that. Don't nobody have time for that. You're not doing that. I hope you have not done that. I'm feeling like if you follow each other on social media, you have a soft opening invite. Ladies and gentlemen who are listening to this reading, you've made it this far. When you find yourself in situations like that and you've listened to a reading like this and I'm giving you advice, utilize Pinterest. Please utilize Pinterest, because a post like, I don't know, something simple and sweet, something that's not targeted at a specific person or targeted that's saying that you're dealing with someone extra, because I feel like if you do that, then that person's really going to be stuck on what to do, and then there's just not going to be any movement at all. But something that is giving a soft welcoming, that you welcome the love, you welcome the messages, you welcome the affection. All is not lost, if that sounds better. You know, if this is somebody that you really want back and you can really see yourself with, utilize it, okay? What's going to happen next? You guys have brought the king out of this person. Yeah, it's so cute. It's so cute. I got the King of Wands here. He's been coming up a lot in readings too. But in this reading, he has a vision that he wants to accomplish with you too. Once again, going back to Six of Cups, Lovers, Ten of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles. The vision is long term. The vision clarified by that is the Four of Wands. They see you as home. They see you as somebody that they belong to, but you belong to them and they belong to you. It's like you're their person. They see you as someone who is also, you want somebody that has a little bit more of a actionable, you like actionable men, people who take action, which is why you asked the damn question in the first place. Think about it, fool. Is what I'm getting. Like, I've been giving you these hints. I've been telling you for however amount of time. What is the next move? What are we going to do? So you push this person to show their leadership skills. Let them do that. Because now them being able to take control in a way that is not, of course, taking control of you, but in a way that is, I am going to jump out on faith. I'm going to make a huge decision because I've thought about what she said and I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm a king, you know. I don't fear many things. So if I'm going to step into this with her, I'm going to have to put all of those fears aside, because ultimately this is the person that I see. I see myself being happy with and being with the longest. You know, the Four of Wands, you've got so many positive cards, like, of their feelings about you and what they're going to do next. It just is seriously like, I love this for you. I do. They want to show you, is they want to reunite with you. They want to belong to you and they want you to belong to them, right? They're ready. It's like, I don't know why I'm hearing or I'm seeing like you two, or like you even in your head going, yay, like go me type of feeling. And there's nothing wrong with that if this is a person that you genuinely want to be with. So I hope that you guys listen to this message in its entirety. It looks beautiful for many of you. Just look at it the way this reading started. I had to start off with what's going on with you right now. And of course it's not meant for everybody, but by releasing whatever outcome, whatever feelings that you had attached to this person negative, this is what you're inviting them in to do. And you invited it in ultimately because you told them. You didn't give them a choice. I don't feel for many of you as ultimatum. I'm feeling it was more so like, why don't you think about us, like, why don't you think about a future? Hey, let me know when you've made your mind up. And if I'm still available, of course, you always want to say that, because who's sitting the fuck around waiting on anybody to make up their mind about you, right? And if I'm still available, then maybe you have a chance. And if not, then, then lesson learned and time to move on, you forced that tower, you forced that inner reckoning that they have been avoiding. And I don't even think they were necessarily avoiding all the time. I'm feeling like you're the only one who put them up to the challenge. And that right there, you're a good ass teacher. And they are a good ass student for wanting that type of growth and getting ready to apply it. So that is your reading, you guys. I do hope that it resonated. And I do hope that you were able to listen to it in its entirety. I do look forward to reading for you guys even more. And I do hope that you have a good afternoon, morning, day, evening, whenever you see this message. And you have yourself a good time. Bye-bye.